y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Katie and I make stuff vegan. Okay, so boom. So I really been wanting some baklava. I went to a Mediterranean restaurant a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh, I should get some baklava. Then I remembered that baklava got butter. Sometimes it got honey in it. So, you know, I ain't want to take no chances. So I was like, I'm gonna make me some baklava. And look, mine came out so good. Listen, I am not from the Mediterranean, so mine might look a little, you know, different, but it's good. Okay, you could trust me, like, you know it's gonna be good. So if you want to see how I made vegan baklava, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. And as always, the link to the detailed recipe will be in the description box below. Okay, let's see what it's hitting for. You know what, actually, let me just say, let's get started, because, you know, I gotta keep it consistent, because you don't want anything to happen. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is chop up my nuts. I got some pistachios here, and like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel had. Like, okay, I knew pistachios were expensive, right? But my problem, right, is why I gotta pay for the shell too. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking. Whole Foods been half foods for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I went to Whole Foods specifically because, like, not because, you know, I knew that I only needed a little bit of pistachio. So I went there, but it's 16 something a pound and I gotta pay for the shell. And you don't even eat the shell. It's giving scamming. It's giving fraud. Call the authorities. Okay, I also use walnuts. I heard the Mediterranean girls say you can use whatever nuts you want. That's not for me. That's what they said. I wouldn't use, personally, as a baklava lover, I wouldn't use like peanuts. That would be kind of weird. But, you know, like a chestnut if you got money. You know, a hazelnut if you got money. Yeah, like that's something like that. But I've seen people use almonds. I don't really like almonds like that. Like, yeah, I don't really like almonds. And walnuts go really well. Okay, speaking of Whole Foods, you know, I had bought some phyllo dough for $9. I'm bringing that junk back. It was $3 at the Mediterranean market. If you got a Mediterranean market, buy your phyllo dough from there. And them same walnuts that were freaking, how much was it? $11 a pound, whatever it was $5 at the Mediterranean market. Right. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my dish. Do not make fun of the shape of my dish. Would this have been easier with a rectangle baking dish? Yes. Do I like chaos? Also, yes. I didn't have enough time to get a baking dish, so that's what I'm using, okay? So you put a little bit of butter in the bottom, and then you stack your phyllo dough. And what you do is you always stack like 2 to 3 phyllo doughs at a time. So you're gonna put like your vegan butter, and this is vegan butter and oil, by the way. I forgot to say that. This is vegan butter and oil, like a stick of vegan butter. I use the Country Crock plant butter, I don't know, and then like a quarter cup of oil. So you do a layer of that, and then you do 2 or 3 sheets of phyllo, and then you do more butter, 2-3 sheets of phyllo, and more butter. You know what I'm saying? Now, admittedly, this would have been way better if I had a pastry brush, but I lost it. Like, I don't know. Like, I've moved a lot. You know, as a classical musician, I just be here and there. And, like, the last time I see my pastry brush was in Rochester. So it's either in the bottom of somebody garbage or in the streets of Rochester. So if you see my pastry brush, let me know. Okay? So the first mistake I feel like I made because, you know, we could reflect, we could pontificate, you know what I'm saying? The first mistake that I made was I didn't put enough phyllo layers at the bottom. I highly recommend putting way more at the bottom. I mean, it was fine. It tasted good, but like the bottom like was weak in the knees. That's what I surmised. Okay. The second thing is right here. I put way too much nuts right here. And the reason why I did this is because I'm kind of trifling. Because like when I was doing it, I was like, these are my nuts. I paid good money for them. They all going in the joint, you know? And it's my baklava. It still tasted great. So, you know, I ain't offend nobody, but what I'm saying is it just weighed down the baklava. There was one more mistake I made. Well, that wasn't a mistake. The next thing I'm gonna talk about, that was a personal choice. That's what I did. That was my business. Okay, so after I put my nuts, I just kept doing the same thing. So 2 sheets of phyllo dough or 3 sheets of phyllo dough and a little bit of butter, and keep going till you get to the top. Now, here's time for a short story, right? Boom. I was in honors algebra, all that stuff in middle school, got to high school, boom, got to honors geometry. It started sounding like Mandarin. I'm looking around, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I barely make it out alive, right? The next year, go straight to Algebra 2 regular. I say this to say, if you clock my parts, you're being mean, Okay, I tried to cut it as best as I could, babe. But while I was cutting it, I didn't cut all the way through. I just cut halfway through. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, so time to make the little, you know, the little razzle dazzle, the little syrup, right? So it's a basic, simple syrup. Half sugar, half water. I put half a lemon and like a little doop doop, also known as a tablespoon of rose water. I was real nervous with the rose water because like I literally have a toner that smells exactly like this. And I was like, what are we doing here? But it was like perfect. I actually really struggled with writing this recipe because it's really just based on the size of your pan. That's something so Jamaican. But like it really is. Like if you're gonna make a big baklava, you're gonna make a big one, you're gonna make a little one, you make a little one. Like I don't know. Okay. So you see all the syrup, I poured all of this syrup on my stuff. I was like, actually, we pouring all this on my stuff. I'm pouring every little drop. It made my baklava very moist, which I like because I've had some cracker kinds and I ain't really like that. There she go, looking like a beaut. Okay, peep my slice though. You'll see what I'm talking about, right? Cacophony. But jump was fire. Let me say what I did today, right? I had a little break, you know what I'm saying? Little break in between meetings. I had some of that baklava with a cup of coffee. Just some oat milk in it because you don't need sweetness in the coffee and sweetness in baklava. Girl, I was living, okay? Let me know what you think. If you are from a culture that makes baklava, let me know how I did. Am I okay? Let me know how I did, but be nice. Okay? Be nice. Everyone's learning. But my recipe is simply unclockable. It's literally a basic baklava recipe. So, try it. Let me know what you think. If you never had baklava, make some baklava. Baklava be hitting, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. While you're here, check out my other video because you know what's in my no video, right? True, right? True. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.